Our other big story at 5, the visit today by President Obama's second in command.
You saw it live here at noon and on WPRI.com. Vice President Joe Biden used his stopover in Rhode Island to highlight the need for more investment in roads and bridges and give a boost to the governor's controversial program to pay for those projects.
Eyewitness News reporter Jared Pliner has been following the vice president all afternoon. He joins us live from East Providence.
Shannon, Steve, good evening. The vice president brought his characteristic rhetorical flair on a brief stop to Rhode Island to help Governor Gina Raimondo shore up support for a critical item on her agenda. Vice President Joe Biden closing out the week in East Providence, bringing political heft to the governor's controversial roadworks plan passed in February to rebuild the state's roads and bridges. The vice president toured the structurally deficient East Shore Expressway Bridge over Warren Avenue. It's being overhauled, but trucks over 17 tons still can't cross.
For 10 years, you've had Lincoln logs holding the damn thing up? No, I mean, go look at it. The press went and looked at it. If everybody in Rhode Island watched the news tonight and saw that, they'd try to go around the damn bridge. I mean, it is shameful.
Speaking at the DOT's Warren Avenue maintenance facility, the vice president warned having some of the country's worst roads and bridges carries risks beyond safety.
Companies are not going to stay in states unless they can cheaply, efficiently, and safely get raw materials to the floor and products out to the global market. It's a simple proposition.
Roadworks plans to fund the statewide infrastructure overhaul by tolling large commercial trucks. It has provoked anger in some corners, including the trucking industry and companies that either call Rhode Island home or transit through. There are also questions about the legality of only tolling certain vehicles. To date, no challenges have been filed. And speaking of some of that ire, we just received a statement moments ago from the Rhode Island Trucking Association. It reads in part, Vice President Biden's endorsement of roadworks, while not surprising, leads us to wonder how an administration that espouses non-discrimination and societal shared burdens could support the discriminatory tolling of one sector to shoulder 100% of the infrastructure burden. Now, coming up new at 6 o'clock, you'll hear the Vice President talk about tolls specifically and how this trip by the Vice President came to be. For now, live with the Providence Mobile Newsroom, I'm Jared Pliner, Eyewitness News.
Vice President was in town today. Eyewitness News was there. And new at 6, Eyewitness News reporter Jared Pliner tells us how this visit came about and why the word tolls came up today. Jared joins us with those details live from the mobile newsroom.
Shannon, it is not every day that a sitting vice president visits a small state to spend his political capital in defense of a highly localized controversial law. Today he did just that with the roadworks law. Vice President Joe Biden at an East Providence DOT facility today to talk roadworks and infrastructure investments. He did not like what he saw in the decrepit East Shore Expressway Bridge.
For 10 years, you've had Lincoln logs holding the damn thing up? If everybody in Rhode Island watched the news tonight and saw that, they'd try to go around the damn bridge.
The vice president touched on roadworks' mechanism to fund statewide road and bridge repairs by tolling large commercial trucks.
Every other state except Connecticut, and they used to, on the Northeast Corridor, levies a toll on large commercial vehicles rolling through their state. That's not because they're looking for an easy target. They do the most damage.
The governor said Biden's trip stemmed from a conversation at a national meeting earlier this year.
And he said, hey, Gov, you're doing a lot of good work there. He knew about it. And I said, why don't you come to Rhode Island and learn about it?
As for whether the visit will change any minds on tolls.
I don't know. Like I said, I think he's a great communicator, and he made it clear to people why we needed to do this, and that if we don't do it, we're not going to have a good economy, we're not going to have jobs.
The vice president also said when it comes to infrastructure, it is pay now or pay later. We just received a statement, by the way, from Republican Party Chairman Brandon Bell. It reads in part, quote, clearly the vice president was not told of the options, such as using existing revenue to pay for our roads and bridges from a bloated $9 billion budget. Live with the Providence Mobile Newsroom tonight, I'm Jared Pliner, Eyewitness News.